Hi everybody, this is Gail Vihar from momandcamera.com, and I'm here with a tutorial for pretty presets today. Today I want to talk about the difference between snapshots and virtual copies. This is something that gets confused in Lightroom all the time. Some people think they're the same thing, some people know they're different things, but they're not sure when to use each, and some people just don't even have any idea that this feature exists. So I want to talk about this feature today. First of all, let's talk about snapshots. Snapshots are, for me, a way to save a moment in time in my editing. So let's say I've done a really nice clean edit on this photo. Then I would create a snapshot of what I think this is going to be my really nice clean final edit. And that's what I've done over here. Okay, here's the straight out of camera. I do that for when I'm making a tutorial. It's an easy way to go back to the beginning. But this final edit here, I've created this snapshot because this is what I'd consider a nice clean edit that I might want to show the client. So let's change this into a black and white image. I'm gonna come over here to Pretty Presets, the black and white workflow collection, and I'm just going to click on a few of these really quickly. I'm not even going to use a lot of thought. I'm just going to click on these. I also noticed that I've added a little bit of a green tone over here, so I'm going to come over here and delete one of my brushes because I don't want that to show through on the black and white. And now we're going to create this into a snapshot from here. So the way to create a snapshot, you can either click on this little plus symbol over here. You can just click Control N is the shortcut for that. So let's click on that, and I'm just going to say this is black and white. I'm going to click Create, and now I have this as one of my snapshots over here. Now, just a couple of tips about snapshots. First of all, I've done this snapshot on the original image. I have other snapshots that I made probably maybe a year ago, and if I click over here on one of the virtual copies that I've done, my snapshots show up in that virtual copy, which is actually a really nice feature. Sneaky. Not very many people know that. Also, you can delete snapshots if you decide you don't want them. Just right click on them. You can click delete, or you can click update with current settings. So if you make some changes to this and you decide that this is the better black and white and you'd just rather save over the one that you did before, you can just click update with current settings and it will do that. So a couple little tricks about snapshots that you might want to know. Okay, so let's talk about virtual copies for just a second. A virtual copy is basically what it says. It's another copy of the photo in Lightroom. Now when you make a virtual copy, you are not actually creating a new file. So you're not going to have two files of the same photo on your computer. Lightroom is just going to say, I want to show two of the same file to you. Okay, so it's a way for Lightroom to show us two versions of the same file. I use virtual copies anytime I want to show a client two different versions of the same photo, or anytime I want to export two different edits of the same photo. Those are times when I use virtual copies. So let's make a virtual copy. There are a couple of ways you can do it. You can come up here to Photo and click Create Virtual Copy. You can actually just use Control apostrophe to create a virtual copy. I'm going to use that one. Or you can right click on your thumbnail and choose virtual copy. There's a million ways to do it. So I've just made a new virtual copy here. You can tell a virtual copy from the original because it's got a little folded up edge right here. Now my snapshots come with all my virtual copies. So now I can say, let's say I want this to show what I have here as the final edit. So I can click back on the final edit and have this one show the black and white, this one show the final edit, and I can export those as two totally different files. So I hope this helps to clear up some of the confusion that you've had between virtual copies and snapshots. Happy Lightrooming.